Good morning, friends. It's Julie, and today we are doing the update on the Florida postcards. If you recall, I had purchased a lot of postcards from Matt from Jackass Retro, and it was he was doing some auctions, and I knew that I was overpaying for them according to what I like to pay for, but I also wanted to support him, and I learned a lot from him, so it's okay. And eventually, the cards will all sell, and I'll be making a profit. So it has been, let's see here, 5 months and 19 days because I purchased them on December 7th. Actually, it'll probably be a little later because I'm recording this the Friday before because I'm going on vacation. I'm going to go to that flea market. Anyways, so we purchased this on December 7th. So it's been nearly 6 months, half a year with these 117 postcards. And I purchased them for $86. So that comes to 73 cents per postcard. Now, on the other hand, I had pulled an equal amount of Florida postcards out of my stock to have a control group to see which one would do better. I mean, from his or from what I picked. I estimated that at most I would have paid 50 cents each. Probably it's closer to 25 cents. We're just going up to cover my bases. So let's say if I spent 50 cents each, it would be the cost of $58.50. What has happened in the months since then? I have broke more than even on one, but not on the other. You can probably guess which one. So put your guesses right here before I tell you. Okay. With Jackass Retro's lot, I have sold 12 postcards. With my lot, I've sold 15. And with his, I have sold $40.90 worth of postcards. With mine, I have sold $64.59 of postcards. So it's interesting that there's not a lot of difference between the number of postcards. There's just 3 difference, but it's like a $24 difference overall. So that means that I still am negative $45.10 from my purchase from Matt, and I'm in the plus for mine and $6.09. I thought that was interesting because I was expecting the Florida postcards to go faster. I mean, I know there's a lot of common cards, but it was winter and people want to go to Florida, so I was really surprised that they have been selling so slow because I've sold Florida postcards. The thing is that with the both of these lots, I didn't have any of them that are runaway postcard, because a lot of times when you buy a lot, you want to have at least a couple cards that are going to be high value that will pay for your whole lot, and after that, then you basically are in the profit after all your fees and expenses. So that's one thing that was with. I didn't have a runaway cards. They're all common cards from his and mine. They aren't like hot sellers. They're just slow and steady sellers. Okay, so I have them in this bin, and I have put on the end here FC and FJ. So I know, because I didn't number them, I just did that. Because I have a tab with the postcards. So if you can see, here's the ones from Matt that are left to sell. So when these sell, I'm going to be clearly in the profit. But we'll see. I mean, will it take another 6 months to break even? Maybe. But another thing is that postcards are a long haul seller. Okay, and these are the ones that I pulled from my stock. And you can see that I pulled I had some Continental Chromes because I was scraping the bottom of the barrel for finding 117 Florida postcards from my lot. So that's what I have in here. They're not individually sleeved just because I want to remember to add to my spreadsheet when I reach in. I know that there's something different about these postcards, so I remember to fill in my spreadsheet to track it. I am not really tracking any of the other ones except the Sourcing to Sold album that we are doing with, and I'll have an update with another installment in that series in the next couple weeks, hopefully 2 or 3 weeks maybe. Now you might think, gosh, 6 months and all you did is made $6.09, and that's probably not a profit because there's like selling fees, there is my store subscription on eBay, and there's sleeves and all my envelopes and tape and printing and whatever. So most likely I have not made a profit yet. But, just by the numbers, that's what it is. It's been an interesting experiment because I expected it to go better. But On the other hand, postcard selling is a long game, and you can kind of think about it as two ways of selling, and one is quantity and the other is quality. So there are some people who will sell maybe 1 or 2 items a day, let's say, but they're going to make 50, $60 or something, or $100 on those items, but they only sell a couple, and so it's quality. Now with postcards is quantity. So the more you have, the better you do. It's about 2 to 4% return or sales. So you sell a smaller percentage of your items when you have quantity of them. And they're slower sellers, so one postcard may sit on your shelf for years before someone buys it, which may happen with these postcards because a lot of them are very common. So I'm not discouraged about this at all. It's just kind of interesting to me of how long it's taken, because I thought it would be quicker, like I said. But I know that in the long run, I'm going to be way ahead when these all sell. Now, if you're thinking that, is this true for all postcard lots? Probably not. Because usually when you see a postcard lot, you're looking for something that's going to jump out to you, something that's special. That maybe you'll see a real photo postcard that you know that can sell for $30-$40. Or you see several really good ones that you know will sell right away. You can make your money back. So, because that's a lot of the way the resellers think, is that if I sell right away, if I list and sell enough to make the profit to cover the cost of the postcards, then after that, you don't have to worry about those expenses like this. So yeah, that's what you want to do when you look for a lot, is make sure that there's going to be enough that you see there that you know are going to sell quickly, or you just have 1 or 2 that when those sell, those are going to cover all the costs for that. Because going like this with a lot of common cards is fine if you want to do that. I mean, because Mark from SM Postcards does that. He's like $4.50, I think, on most of his postcards. It does take longer to make a profit, but you will eventually. So if you're going to do the quantity over quality thing, you do want to have the quantity, but you also don't want to have a lot of junk too, such as a whole bunch of Niagara Falls or Mount Rushmore or the Mormon Tabernacle in Utah. There's so many of those. You just want to have nice common cards, perhaps, and a variety. So that's my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think too on this. Do you think I made a mistake in buying them, or do you think it'll be good in the long run? And also put your predictions down below on when I'm going to break even on the Jackass Retros lot. And I might have a special prize for the one person who comes first. So do that below. Also want to let you know that coming up on June 8th, it's a Wednesday, I'm going to do a live Q&A at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're available, please drop in. Otherwise, put your questions, ask your questions for me, and I will answer them, and you can watch the replay. It seems, I looked at the YouTube analytics, and that is when a lot of people are on, that watch my channel are on, so hopefully you're one of them. Okay, so that's it for today, and I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.